my name is Abel Juarez, and I am a curriculum coordinator for Imperial County Office of Education. A curriculum coordinator's duty is, well, physically what we do is go out and train schools and support sites. But our main duty, I would say, is to stay informed on the most recent policies from the California Department of Education and informed of research-based practices which support instruction in the classroom and systems work across districts and within schools. Experience as an educator, experience working within a school. I was fortunate to be an instructional coach, which I think is what gave me the experience to come in and be able to train others. And I mean, a requirement that's not on paper is a passion to learn and to find different avenues of information and then be comfortable enough to teach that to others, including your colleagues. Well, I have a normal 8 to 5 schedule. That was an area of growth for me. I'm a teacher by trade, so getting off at 3:30, 4 p.m. was pretty normal, but staying until 5 p.m. was something new for me, but I got used to it quick, especially when you love your job. I feel like there's not enough hours in the day. Just jumping from topic to topic and learning and learning. Yesterday I was thinking about how I couldn't wait to be in the office today because I had some time to learn a little bit more. Oh man. So I'm originally from Imperial County, and I did pretty good in high school. And when I went to college, I found that I didn't have the language to do good in school or to perform well socially. And I was going to be an engineering major, and I was taking math and science classes, and I didn't know how, nor was I interested. And then I was on academic probation, and then I started taking classes that I was actually interested in and started sitting in the front of class, and that led me to establish relationships with my professors. And then there was a professor that just started talking to me, and then I thought, wait a minute, this guy's a teacher, I could be a teacher. And then I started volunteering in an AVID program. And then the kids were just so wonderful, inviting me to events like basketball games, and I'd show up and they were like, hey, mister. And I was like, wow, I can't believe you can get paid for this. So then I became a teacher, and I thought I was going to teach history. And then I fell in love with literacy, like teaching people how to read, how to write, prompting them to work through their thoughts. And then what changed my life was language, making sure that people had the language to express the way that they were thinking and articulate their thoughts. And that led me down a rabbit hole through literacy, and social justice and equity has always been a passion of mine. But now I understand that figuring out patterns of language is what gives us power, and especially social mobility. So that led me to be the kind of teacher that I was, which then led me to be an instructional coach. And then just from being an instructional coach, building foundations and learning more, led me on a quest to just want to continue to learn how I can impact more education and more students, because I really miss the ones in the classroom. But now I'm seeing how my work is impacting one school, and that one teacher impacts 30 students times 14 teachers times 6 or 7 different sites. So my job feels rewarding in that way. The most rewarded has been now, I think that having partners and collaborators across the state that can listen to my story and take my experience as an asset and learn from it, and then have them help me clarify my thoughts so that I can then bring this back to my community. That has been the most rewarding, is that seeing a need for some innovation and change and being able to provide teachers with that support so that they can then help their students. So building the connections across the state and then bringing that down to a local level, that has been the most rewarding part of this job. Keep learning, reading books, keep an open mind, stay curious, focus on maintaining an inner balance, work on social and emotional intelligence for yourself, Um, Maintain curiosity about what's a better way to do something that I've already done or what are other people doing. And mostly just focus on being a trustworthy person. If you can follow through with what you say and have people trusting you, then people are going to want to follow the instruction that you give them or accept the support that you're willing to offer. I think it's important to keep a focus on relationships at whatever job that you choose. I think that if you wake up dreading to go to work, then that's probably not a good place to be at, and it probably has to do a lot about relationships at the place where you work. So I know that here in Imperial County Office of Education, the relationships is what have made me fall in love with my job even more. And it makes me think about why I love teaching. It was the relationships that I established working with students, which made me think of other small jobs that I had that I also liked. And it was the relationships with the people that I showed up to work with. So working on relationships at home, working on relationships at work is going to make you happy in whichever career you choose.